Hi everyone, today is Friday, January the 20th, and I know I said I was going to be doing some update videos on Mondays, but I don't know, the way things are working out, it just seems like I'm posting them on Fridays. So let me go over a couple things with you. Just first off, the calendar. Today is Friday the 20th, and if you look at the calendar of events, we had on the schedule thinking that you could work on chapters 11 and plug-in 1 this week. So I hope that by now you have worked through the material for chapters 1 and 2 and also chapters 11 and plug-in number 1. So that material, remember, the class is split. In CourseDen, we'll look at it in a minute, CourseDen has, if CourseDen's on this side, you've got quizzes and assignments and exam material, not the exam material, quizzes and assignments and course material in CourseDen. Wiley Plus, think of that, that's your textbook. So you go here to study, to watch the videos, online lectures about the chapter content, practice quizzes, all of that's in Wiley Plus. Then after you use this to study, you come over here to CourseDen, and in CourseDen then you would actually take your quizzes. And a lot of you have already taken several quizzes. If you ever had any problems with the quiz, just let me know and I'll try to work with you there to help you get that straightened out. One thing about online quizzes, if your computer crashes and it dies on you, log back in as quick as you can because your timer is still counting. So most of the time people will be able to get back in and get things back up and going so they can finish the quiz. If you don't, then let me know if you have some other technical problems, but email me right then. Don't wait a week later and say, oh yeah, by the way, I had problems with this quiz. I need to know right then that you had problems with the quiz. So wanted to go over that all with you. What's coming up for next week? On Tuesday the 24th, we have an optional lab day, and I do need you to let me know if you plan to be there. Okay, and I'm emailing our other faculty to find out what the grad assistant's name and schedule is, so that way I can post that for you. I know some of you have already tried to start on the SAP. I'm going to give you some more instructions on that right now. So next week is SAP. The SAP assignment is due on next Thursday, a week from yesterday. You've got 1 week now to get it completed by next Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. So let's go into CourseDen now and take a look at the table of contents. I've just gone here and clicked on content, and here we are. Down at the bottom, you have SAP Introduction. You do need to take time to look through this material. So what you're going to see here when you click on this, there's a couple of things. There's SAP pre-survey and a post-survey. The pre-survey has to be done before you turn in your first assignment. And the post-survey has to be done within a week of you finishing the last assignment. There's 3 assignments. And so, and I'll give you some bonus points for doing this, but you have to complete both of these pre-survey and the post-survey, and make sure that you use your right username, SAP username that I've posted, and I'll show you where that is in just a moment, because that's how we're going to tag it back to your name unless they've changed the survey. But make sure that you either put in your correct username, West Georgia username, or your correct SAP username, whichever the survey asks for. So then if you want to work on SAP at home on your own computer, you can download the SAP client here. And there will be some instructions on how to connect that client to the correct version of SAP, instance of SAP for the activities that we're going to be doing in this class. This link is your user ID. This is a PDF document. So everybody has a unique, we call it a GBI because the company that you're working with is Global Bike Incorporated. So you have a GBI number, and everybody's initial password is capital U, capital W, capital G, EORGI. And yes, that's correct. There's no A at the end. So you'll want to use this as your initial password. When you, or after you get the system installed on your computer, it's going to ask you for this information. For what is your system? Our system is BK1. Our client is 103. Then you're going to use your username. This is your GBI number. You have to put in the full thing, GBI-203 if you're Charles, or whatever your GBI number is. So you're going to pick your GBI number out of the list, use this as your initial password, log in, change your password, write it down. I can change it later on, but it's not that necessary. It's not that easy of a process to go through and change a password. So write down your password and remember what it is so you can get back in. So let's go back to the SAP introduction, and here's a PDF of the SAP GUI screenshots just to help you know what to look for after you get logged in. You're going to look for BK1 right here. Remember, that was the system that we're looking for under connections. And then under there you're going to put in the client. Our client is 103. The old one was 104, but now we're 103. So don't put in 104, put in 103 like I said on the password page, and then use your user ID, which is the GBI, and then your password, and then you'll change it. So this is all the same, except make note, don't use client 104, it's client 103 like it says on our on the password page. Let me just show you that again. Back under the user ID page for our class, notice that we are now client 103, not 104. So make sure you pay attention to that. Okay, so back under the table of contents, let's go down to SAP Materials and Instructions. This is important here at the top. You need to take time to look through this. The first one shows you about the history of Global Bike Incorporated. There's two different parts to this company. It's an international company, so you want to read about it to understand why when you look at plants, when you're looking through the company information in SAP, that there's different locations. That history is given to you in the GBI story. This explains their enterprise model, and this is an introduction, a set of slides is an introduction to SAP with Global Bike Incorporated. So under SAP Navigation, there's a couple of things here to help you learn how to navigate through SAP. Plenty of materials here to help you. And then under Assignments and Materials, this is Assignment 1, SAP Assignment 1. Sales and Distribution slides, this is what we're doing to start with. This lays out your instructions for you. This is your case study, and this is your deliverable. So this is your instructions. And under the instructions, you're going to see this is a long document. So this explains to you exactly step by step what to do. It says that you need to estimate 120 minutes. Don't underestimate that. And let me recommend that you don't start on this until you have a couple of hours to dedicate to this. But remember, this is a whole week's worth of material for class. And so we're giving you more than enough class time to complete these activities. We estimate that it might take longer because sometimes people have problems. If people don't have a problem, they can fly through it and you get it knocked out in a couple of hours and you're in great shape. But there's always some people that have some trouble. So you're going to read through this and you need to pay attention to what you're doing. So you're going to start a sales order process by creating a new customer. So sales and distribution, that's what we're working on. You're going to create a new customer. You have to create a contact person for the customer. Then you have to change the customer, create a customer inquiry, which is meaning they're asking about something. From that, you're going to create a quote. From the sales quote, you're going to create a sales order. Then you have to check the stock status to see if you can fulfill the sales order. Then you have to display the sales order with the checked stock status, and then start the delivery process. And so there's a lot of things that are going on here, and there's 17 tasks that you're going to do in this process. But what you're doing is you're getting a feel for how this information flows on a single order. And as you walk through this, you're going to come to understand and appreciate the power of an information system that can automate a lot of these steps for us. And so you're going to see a lot here. It's a long activity, but you have to see, once you get down here to it, that this in each phase of this, you are given screenshots. So it's a lot of pictures. So it's not 49 pages. You see 49 right here. It's not 49 pages of individual instructions single spaced. It's 49 pages with a lot of pictures. So to create a new customer, follow this menu path: logistics, sales and distribution, master data, business partner, customer, create, and complete. And then you're going to get this screen right here. So read the instructions, pay close attention to the instructions. Okay? Don't just copy what's here, because sometimes they've had to update numbers but they didn't update the pictures. So read the text and make sure you're following the instructions in the text. Now, something that's important for you to remember, anytime you see in the instructions the triple hashtag, that's where you're going to put your GBI number. If you see this, you don't put in GBI in the dash, you only use the 3 digits. So if you're GBI-207, then when you see this, you're going to put 207, not GBI-207. So you'll want to take your time working through the instructions there, SAP Sales and Distribution instructions, the deliverable. Let's open the deliverable here. So you're going to copy and paste the document flow screen displayed on page 48. You don't have to complete the challenge step. So in SAP, once you complete it and you get through your document flow, you're going to do a screenshot of that and paste it here. So you're going to do a print screen. If you don't know how to do a print screen, you can just press the print screen button on your computer. If your computer doesn't have that, then look up online to find a video for your particular computer on how to do a print screen. Paste it here and then complete the deliverable survey. So I hope this helps you to understand some about what we're looking for with SAP. This is, I want to prepare you. For some people, the SAP activities is the most difficult part of this class. If you prepare, you give yourself plenty of time. Don't think that you're going to be able to sit down and do this in 30 minutes, because you're not. It's very involved. It's very tedious. You need to go through it slowly. Get with a group of people. Walk through it together. Everybody take your time and work through this together. You have to turn it in individually. You have to use your own GBI number, and I can log in and use your GBI to see that you did the work. So don't think that you can sit down and turn in a picture of your friend's document flow screen, because I can look in SAP and see if you've actually got one. So you've got to do the work. If you want to get with your friends in the lab, that's okay. If you do it in the lab, you don't have to download SAP because it's already in the labs here in the College of Business. But if you don't want to do it in the lab and you want to do it at home, you have to download SAP. So plan ahead, take your time, walk through it. If you run into problems, okay, if you have problems, give me an email, shoot me a message, and if I'm able to schedule a time to meet with you, I will. If I can't, I'm going to see if the grad assistant is available. If the grad assistant's not available, another professor, Dr. Jeannie Pridmore, has offered to make her time available. So there's going to be plenty of help. So don't get to the last day and panic, because remember, everybody's got a lot going on, and just because you wait to the last day and then run out of time doesn't mean that it's now an emergency for me when you've got a full week to work on this. And so work on it ahead of time. Don't wait to the last minute. You've got till 11:59 next Thursday on January 26th to complete this activity and just to really get things going. So I hope that you have a great weekend. I hope that you do work ahead on the SAP. If you have questions, let me know. If you are going to come to the Open Lab Day next Tuesday night, please let me know. If I don't hear from anybody, then I'll go hang out for a few minutes and see if anybody shows up, but I won't stay the whole time. So if nobody's there, I'm not going to stay in the classroom just to wait to see if anybody shows up at 6:30. Let me know that you're coming, and I'll make sure I'm there, and we'll try to help you work through your problems. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Let me know again about next Tuesday night, and I look forward to hearing from you.